What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Third Dimension here with your boy Preston, aka Not Sir, aka Unseen Death, aka PSN Motherfucker username. Oh shit, look at this motherfucker just winning the game. Starting off, Victory Royale, head ass.
GG, baby.
Look at this. Look at this motherfucker over here.
GG right here.
This nigga over here flexing.
GG right here. Oh, oh.
Flexing.
Ooh.
Flexing.
Dun, dun, dun,
That's pretty
dun,
tight how
dun.
they have that little slow mo at the end of the game.
They just added that.
What the what happened to them?
Oh, he gone. He doesn't. When
He
you
died?
when you finish, you disappear. So yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, what's up, y'all? It's your boy JK, aka Beast TTU, aka it's that boy on Fortnite. Oh, I'm okay. Let's get that straight. Anyway, but welcome back to the Blurred Dimension. You now entered the Blurred Dimension tonight. We playing Fortnite, so Crescent not all that gracious and likes Fortnite. So
Not at all. Well, okay. So I have an announcement to make. I was trying to save this for the episode, but I played Fortnite last night for a good 2 to 3 hours, and I was starting to dig it.
this is after like 2 months, 5 months,
Like a goddamn almost a year.
almost a year of him not playing.
Well, the reason why is we're supposed to be doing a Fortnite tournament pretty soon, so I needed to do some homework. But when I was playing last night, it was I was like, oh, okay. So I understand why people like this game. It's very charming, very. The action gets pretty fun once you get into it. But yeah, I mean, I was not expecting to like it as much. I played a few games of PUBG and H1Z1, all these battle royale games. Fortnite is definitely the most polished. It has the most backing. I can understand why it's a phenomenon. I'll play some more matches. We'll see. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I'll say that. I'll admit that. So right now, JK is playing. What are you playing? Like a 4v?
It's 4v pretty much. What? It's 93, 95, whatever, how much it is. So 4v is teams of 4 facing off against each other now. Out of so it's 100 people, teams of 4. Y'all do the math. And I landed wrong. And yeah, everybody knows who plays Fortnite knows that. So
Cool.
whatever.
So this week, season 5 just dropped. What day?
Thursday, Wednesday, 1 to 2. I think it was Thursday. It dropped. So this season they have it themed of. So basically, what happened was if you're new to Fortnite or not really follow what goes on in the game, in the middle of last season, they shot off a rocket in one of the bases. They call it the villain base, and it went through and they have it on YouTube if you want to check it out. And so basically what happened, it went through and it shot off into the sky and opened up a portal. And so this season they showed what happened in lieu of of that rocket going into the sky and causing a portal to open. And so basically what it did was, if y'all can see the map, it caused a rift between different timelines or different times in pretty much different times. So over here they got like a Viking area. Over here is like the desert, California desert. Over here is like a golf course now. So in different spots they caused like you see this little raceway I'm at right now with some friends of mine. So what happened was they caused different parts and times and places to be scattered throughout the map now. And now they got golf cart you can drive.
Can you shoot off the golf course?
Yes, you can. And it's
Okay.
pretty dope. You can.
About time they got vehicles on this train.
I mean, they had vehicles somewhat. They had a shopping cart you can ride around in and shoot off of while somebody's driving. So yeah, so it's pretty. It's a fun game with friends. If you haven't played it, definitely give it a try. Don't be all what's the word? Butt hurt if you're not good. It takes a while. It's a learning curve. I had to get better over time. So
Yeah.
No.
That was one of the big turnoffs for me. It's just like the learning curve. It's just like having to figure out like the building part, and you shooting somebody in a battle and then they just throw like a wall in your face and like goddamn. So it's I could definitely say that like the learning curve was part of the reason why I didn't get into it as quick as everybody else. But I gave it some time. I actually gave it like I said, about 2 to 3 hours. I played like maybe 4 or 5 matches or so, back to back, and it was just kind of just went full bore and started trying to understand the mechanics. So I see why people like this train. I'm not gonna lie. Will I play it even more? We'll see. We'll see. I probably will start playing with JK here.
see,
At
some
some
of my
point.
friends in the golf cart now. But look at it. Okay. See,
That's funny.
as you can see, they can't drive with crap, but it's all right.
Can you get 4 people on that joint?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can shoot. Oh, okay. Can you take the golf cart anywhere in the map?
You can. You can take it anywhere that has a terrain. Oh, we about to go into a portal. Oh, this is gonna be dope. Oh, this is dope. Oh, we gonna die. We gonna die.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's new. That's new. I didn't know you could do that. But that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So yeah, so if you haven't tried Fortnite, like I said, give it a try. Have
So,
fun.
let's see. Did they announce like what are some of the other changes? Were there any like balancing bug fixes and things of that sort, or
So they actually do a good job of that. They balance. They always looking at people who like what people say and try to balance it as best as they can. Sometimes they mess up, but they tend to like.
while you're in this golf cart, can you build as well?
Yeah, you can.
That's tight.
So if somebody shooting from behind us, I can build a wall, and
And get away.
yeah. I actually did that earlier. Oh, we about to get.
Uh-oh. Your shield.
And I'm dead. You guys shut up. See, people play too much. Sometimes just like this, people will try to be serious, try to get a win. But sometimes just having fun.
Yeah, it's just like it's a big sandbox. Damn, that dude got murdered.
Yeah, my homeboy got murdered.
He didn't see you, huh? Now he sees you.
Aw.
Ah.
So that's one thing in this game. It's part of the game, but like people like thirst people. It want to be my thirst. They kill you after they down you. And dang. So yeah, it is what it is. It's whatever.
So, how long you been playing this game, and what keeps you coming back?
I started in season 2 or 3. I think it was 3. I started playing it, and what keeps me coming back is really just the fun I have. Like y'all just saw, like we just playing around, just messing around, and sometimes we have some really funny moments. So
Yeah, I definitely I see the it's cool because so like when Fortnite when they first like launched this battle royale they didn't have like teams and stuff. It was just all
so when this game first came out, it was just a co-op. And so what what they had was is you can play with friends, do a co-op like hordes and stuff like that. And then PUBG got popular. So like, let's add this battle royale thing. So they added battle royale, and they did it to where you can do teams of 2, teams of 4, and teams and by yourself. So it got really popular. Everybody started to get into it, and then it started to branch out from there. It started making new game modes, new guns, weapons, stuff like that. And so one of the 2 new games they have is Playgrounds, which is like a play like in its name, a playground. You can play with 4 people, and well, you and 3 other people, and learn how to build better, shoot, practice shooting, stuff like that. So
yeah. I think that was. I think I'll play around with that mode a lot so I can get to know the game a little bit more. What are some other things? Have you cracked open the playground mode?
I did.
How was it? Do you think it does a good job of like getting you up to speed?
Yeah, it does a pretty good job. Um, from me practicing that, I actually got better at shooting a little bit. And y'all probably gonna see me die because my friends, like the buttholes they are, want at the last minute tell me where we're gonna land at. So
It'd be like that in multiplayer games. You always got you always gotta stick with the team, and sometimes the team is always
definitely hands down. This one you gotta stick with team or you get jumped.
Yeah.
Hands down. I've been jumped several times, and it's not a good feeling. And I almost quit playing the game several times.
So, is there any type of like strategy towards like knowing what type of items are going to be where, or is it just all random?
It's a random generator. It generates in different spots. So sometimes you'll have like a good gun show up near you. Sometimes in the chest shit you get, like for instance, like sometimes you find a potion out in the wild somewhere like this, or you'll find a chest and it has like a gold gun, which is like the legendary guns.
So it's like a throwback to GoldenEye.
Almost.
Gold gun.
Yeah.
It's like was it like 2-shot kills or something like that?
No, it's not no 2-shot kills.
Yeah. What is it?
It's more like more damage. It's a damage multiplier effect. So
I see.
everyone has like a base damage. Every gun has like a base damage that you can get, and like based on the color of the gun and where you hit them, amplifies that multiplier. So like for instance, I think the base damage for a shotgun is like 50% or 75, or like some almost like, let's say like it's 75 in the head, 40 in the body or whatever. And if if it's a green, then it's amplified by like point 0.5, point 0.7, whatever, and then yeah, pretty much that's how it kind of works. I'm not, don't quote me on that. I haven't really checked it out, but you can definitely go on the website. They explain it better. So yeah,
So
that's,
what are like some strategies? So like when you first touch down, what are some of the first things that you're trying to do?
you gotta loot first. So you gotta find some guns, find try to find guns that you're actually good at using. It's not about getting the best gun. It's about getting the best gun that you can use. Sometimes you'll get like a pistol, like a gray pistol, which is that right there. Sometimes you may get a blue, green, whatever.
What's a gray pistol?
Gray pistol is like the color. So the color of the gun. So like if you see in my inventory, I have a green shotgun. So like the basic guns are like gray or silver or white, however you want to see it.
And that means it's just not a lot of damage.
It's just base damage basically.
Oh, okay. And what is green?
So green is the next step up. So it's green. You get green, purple, blue. So the way it goes gray, green, blue, purple, gold. So gold is the best damage multiplier that you can get. So you got grenade launchers, snipers.
So blue is pretty good.
And then get green. So I got a green AR.
Is there ever like a blue AR?
Yeah, there's a blue AR. It's blue of it's every gun has a has a color in all 3 tiers or all 4 tiers. And so well, not every gun. Some of them only have up to purple, and some have it all the way up to gold. So it just what you gotta find.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So you land, you loot. When it comes to like your shields and stuff, right? You gain that through the potions.
Yeah.
And that's random as well.
Yeah, that's random too.
So, before like.
Well, find them is random. There's only 3 different potions you can get. Well, 4. So you can get a basic small potion. There you got a mini potion. People call them minis, or they call them various things. You can get a 50 pot, which gives you 50 every one that you take. Or you can find a slurp, which gives you up to 25, I believe, but over time. And then you can find a chug, which is they call it a chud jug, and that gives you full shields, full health. But the problem is, each one it takes longer to take. So the chud jug takes about maybe 14-15 seconds.
Oh, so you gotta make sure you got like you're in cover pretty much.
Yeah, you're in cover, or you're
just hiding,
or you got teammates backing you up, or you just because you can hear it too. Like yeah, you hear somebody like go. That's one thing too. Like if you play with headphones, or if you play with your TV, it's kind of hard to hear.
Oh, so it's better with headphones.
Yeah, because you can hear people's footsteps, and so that kind of you can tell where people are at, if people are coming, things of that nature. So taking. So that's what I like about the game. It takes an effect of all your well, not all your senses, but your hearing and sight. Because if you can hear like if somebody's kind of creep up. You can hear if somebody's getting close. You can hear like care packages dropping. Things of that nature, which are these like blue balloons, and they drop like little care packages where you can get better loot. And it's random. They're randomly generated too. So.
Okay.
And that's why it's funny because people were that's why they were kind of getting sued. I don't know if you don't follow. gaming news and things like that, they actually got sued by PUBG because they were saying it was so close to their game. But the problem was it was actually kind of different. I think they settled.
Yeah. Well, no, they just dropped the case.
They just dropped the case? Okay,
Yeah.
so... Well, they dropped the case in general because I think they didn't have enough to incline.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, you can't really, like... You can't... If you don't have a trademark or anything on... Or copyright on it...
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's... And the thing is, though, like, Epic Games... they utilize their engine for PUBG, and Epic Games made this game, so
at the end of the day, Epic is just winning all across the board.
Yeah,
because Epic, the way that their engine license works, is that you make a certain amount of revenue with your game, then Epic takes a piece of that by utilizing. Because you're utilizing that engine. So at the end of the day, like Epic is just they're just winning right now.
Yeah,
they're just printing money. So let's see. So I saw that you were picking up purple. What exactly is purple? Is that a strong?
It's a stronger type. So gold is the strongest.
How come you don't have any purple on you right now?
Cause I couldn't find any.
I thought I saw some.
Sometimes, just because you find a purple doesn't mean
Yes, you should pick it up.
you should pick it up.
Okay. In terms of so you got those materials that you can mine or salvage, right?
Right.
I'm guessing like brick. The brick is the strongest one, or is it?
No, they have a. Oh shoot.
So y'all are getting attacked right now. So you got two teammates.
Oh, they got steam bombs. Oh, we're about to die.
You got two teammates right down. Oh shit. So that's the one that on the toxic bomb?
Yep.
So now you're building. Don't you have a shotgun? That dude sucks. He should have been killed you. He should have been killed you. Shotgun. Oh!
Oh! There's one more. Two more, actually.
Damn. Yeah, I guess pretty intense.
Oh, it gets intense. Like, my heart is racing right now because it gets intense.
Alright, cool. So, anything else you want to talk about with Fortnite? I think, I'm definitely going to give it a try at some point. I'm going to come back into it, but, anything you like to say about like this season 5, and are you excited about the direction of Fortnite is going in? And
Yeah. So I like how they set it up to where you can I like it's dynamic. So like they try to have it to where it's different and it's not the same map all the time. And they try to switch it up a little bit better, switch it up too, to where it's what's the word? It's enjoyable. So like it's not like you just
playing the same game.
playing the same game over and over again. And like what I like about it too is like over time like things change. So like that place we're at, which is like Dusty Divot, in last season, there's a crater hit this spot and it destroyed everything, and it was just a huge crater. And so over time, before the season started, like trees will start to grow and stuff like that. So they're dynamically changing the map as
Will they ever like create a whole nother island?
I don't think they'll have a whole nother island. They'll have more of a. They'll just keep changing this map.
What is that?
So that's a marker somebody puts there. They're saying they're
Oh,
indicating go there.
let's go there. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so I can
smart.
put one there too.
I like how they have different animations for the jet stream that you or the vapor trail that you create.
So yeah, so that lightning is so you can change that up. So you can have like a regular vapor trail or lightning or whatever. So
That's pretty tight. I like that. Then you can also change your glider.
you see them fighting with the pickaxes.
Yeah.
So that happens too. Like sometimes you can't find a gun.
How long does it take to kill somebody with a pickaxe? It take pretty long.
It takes a while. It takes
So,
it's
the-
10 damage each hit.
Uh, so so you just landed and now you picked up your weapons. The only thing I think you're missing is the potion, the shield potion. So are you comfortable right now in getting into like battle with somebody?
Sorry, say it one more time. I was focusing. I zoned out for a second.
I was saying that are you comfortable right now? Damn.
Bye bye.
You comfortable right now getting into battle with people? You got
Yeah, I am.
a good amount of
I'm pretty comfortable. Sometimes it can get stressful because you still like. I'm not a professional. I'm not a pro. You be like, oh, so if you play, sometimes you get.
Oh damn! What happened to?
He thirsted them.
Uh,
Dang, I'm out of.
oh, you had a material.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm dead. And there's one
yeah. Damn.
See, that's how we got jumped.
So that wasn't a good place to land.
But regardless of where you go, sometimes you'll have like tons of people there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't. Yeah, one of my friends took off. He wasn't feeling too well.
Cool, man. So that's gonna wrap up our Fortnite segment. We'll check back every now and then. Maybe next time we'll both do some Fortnite gaming. But yeah, season 5 is out. Everybody, if you're a Fortnite fan, go out there and get it, download it. I think it's like a 5 gig update.
And it's on the Switch too, if you want to play that too.
Yeah, so go out there, have some fun playing some Fortnite. I know I'm gonna give it another go. We'll see. Cool. So next thing we want to get into is talk about the rest of this year and some of the games that we've been following and we're looking forward to for their release. First game, now that we're on the battle royale topic, so if you guys don't know, battle royale, the whole premise of these game modes is you have about 100 players that start off. Everybody drops into a random part of the map. You go around, you salvage, you get ammo, you get weapons, you get shields. You just kind of build up, and then you collide with people, and then whoever's the last man standing wins the game. It's based off of a Japanese movie called Battle Royale.
Well, not really based off of it, but
That premise.
I wouldn't say the premise either.
What would you say?
I mean, there is a Japanese movie where it's called Battle. Is it called Battle Royale? Or is it called Royale? I can't remember what it's called. But if y'all want to go check it out, basically it's about they throw a whole bunch of kids in this school against each other, and they have to kill each other in order to survive, basically. So, um, so at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Maybe it is. But anyway, so basically, like Crescent said, is pretty much you pitch yourself against 100 players and try to see who comes up on top. So
Yeah. So with that, this has been like a huge phenomenon around the gaming world, and so a lot of games, a lot of popular games,
what you trying to do?
are. I'm trying to sign in to my. How do I? Keep forgetting how to do it.
You gotta log out. You trying to sign into yours?
Yeah.
You gotta log out.
So, how do I sign up?
No, it's not that one.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I could just switch users.
But yeah, so
So, so yeah, going back to the battle royale topic, Black Ops 4 is dropping a battle royale mode. They released some information this week about what the mode will kind of look like. Well, I won't say they officially released it. There was a leak where they showed that the game mode, it won't be 100 players. It'll be, I think it was like 60 or something like that. Which I think is, I wouldn't want to play Call of Duty with 100 people in a map. I think that would be kind of crazy. But a lot of these big companies now are trying to hop on the bandwagon of Battle Royale. I think Battlefield also has a mode worked out where they're trying to basically capitalize on this new craze. So it's going to be interesting to see how Call of Duty handles the Battle Royale. How they handle this mode. I'm just trying to download the characters on here.
I don't think you can you?
Yeah, because I have it on my it's on my account, so I can just activate it. Let's see. Anyway, what do you think about Black Ops 4 having Battle Royale? Do you think it's gonna? Think people gonna take to it, or?
They may. I'm not sure. Cause you gotta. I guess you gotta test the waters, but like, people are gonna get tired of it quick if everybody jumps on that bandwagon.
True.
So then they see, oh, what's the next thing I can play? I don't know. People will play a game because they're diehard fans of it. So I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think about Battlefield having Battle Royale?
Did they say that was true, or did they say that were?
Yeah, there's some mode that's gonna be.
I can see more in Battlefield than in Call of Duty.
Yeah, definitely. Because that game is already. It already has the capacity to do so many players. How can I skip this?
Press start.
Press start.
Probably because it's your first time on this.
Yeah, that brings up a good point about the, people get tired of the mode. And if everybody does it, then it's just.
So you gotta unplug it now because.
nobody's gonna party. So I think that's a good point. The It's just interesting. I want to see because I feel like Fortnite captivated or captured a whole segment of the gamer kids, and I think that Call of Duty is skewing a little older now. So maybe it's something where Call of Duty fills in the the older demographic, and then Fortnite already is focusing on the younger demographic. Then I feel like it can both live. But then if Battlefield does it as well, so it's just Battlefield, since it's set in World War II, is going to be a tad bit different, so they might handle things a bit different.
But at the same time, though, like based on their demographic, they go off based on demographics. It's so skewed, it's not gonna really matter because you have little kids playing on Fortnite, but they play on Call of Duty 2 or play on Battlefield.
Yeah.
So like, really, it's just seeing who likes the game and who will stick with it. So.
Oh, it's not good.
What?
The webcam.
Oh, technical difficulties. Oh well.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, man. So this is gonna be interesting. This upcoming fall is really gonna show us like how much people really like. Is it Battle Royale that people like, or is it just Fortnite that people like? I think we're gonna find out this fall.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting. Speaking of Battlefield, there's been a ton of footage going around showing Battlefield Alpha.
Battlefield 5 Alpha, yeah.
What you think about that?
I like it so far. Like it's a different feel from what traditional. Not true. It's like they're upgrading their style of how everything looks.
Mm-hmm.
So now one of the features they have, instead of you have to be a medic to revive, anybody can revive somebody, which I like because sometimes you'll have a team with all support or all assault and no medics, and they wonder, oh, why are we losing the game? Because we had nobody to pick other people up. So from them having to where where everybody can pick people up, it makes it even for a better, even better game.
Yeah.
I also like so like from one of the gameplay I saw, you can actually have a scope on a assault rifle for medics, and pretty much take people out with a DMR basically, or a semi-automatic rifle. And I like that too. So they have a lot of new dynamics that they're bringing to the game, and they're trying to also keep it to where it's a traditional Battlefield type game. So they're trying to keep it regulated basically.
Yeah. Yeah, man. The graphics on that joint is looking crazy. The scale. We only got to see one map so far, but it's typical Battlefield, man. It's tight gameplay. The destruction is crazy. Like, you can drive a tank through a house. You can level a house pretty easily. It's just it's actually it's pretty interesting how it's going to turn out. Let's see what games let me say. Let me hop on quantum break. What else? So also another set of gameplay that was dropped was Anthem. I think we're both pretty excited about Anthem. What did you think about the gameplay?
I think it's the same gameplay they had from before,
They didn't show that
but they didn't show that level.
that boss battle.
They didn't show that level. It was the same gameplay, but it's just different boss or different level from what I saw. Which I'm not dissatisfied about. I was like, okay, it's pretty cool. And it showed a little bit more how the game works and stuff. So, hopefully, I don't think they'll have a beta. Let me see. I don't know if they'll have a beta. I think they'll have a beta maybe. Maybe. I think they did because I signed up for it. Yeah, I think I did sign up for it.
Yeah. I like that each I understand. I finally understand that whole combo system, where basically if one of your teammates uses an ability on the enemy,
You have a combo. Oh yeah.
and then you use your ability, then you get like extra damage. So they consider that like a combo. I thought that was pretty cool because when they first showed that gameplay during E3, you just like started seeing combo. I was like, what the fuck is that? But turns out they explained that they really went in depth in terms of how these systems work, how each one of the classes work. It was really cool, and then you got to see like a boss battle in action. I don't know, it's fighting this big spider monster.
Ugly looking thing.
Yeah.
God, it looked like something off of
Starship
Starship Troopers.
Yeah. But that was pretty cool. It just looks like it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I just love the style of this game. I love the fact that you're in these big suits and you're just kind of wrecking havoc. I love like the whole premise of this whole planet was it was being built. It was in the middle of being built by gods, and then they left it, and then they left their tools and all of that. I think that premise is tight. Is real tight. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that really got my hype level up a bit more even after E3. What about you? Did that really take up? Did your hype level go up?
What, from the story or for?
Just for the game overall. After viewing that gameplay.
After seeing the gameplay, I just like, okay, I gotta play it now for myself.
Yeah.
Cause like seeing too much gameplay, I'll get turned off. I'm like, oh, okay, I seen all this gameplay, and then my expectations high, and then when I get it, it's like, oh,
yeah,
it's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, I made that same exact mistake when Halo Reach was coming out, and I had dreams about that fucking game. Like I was super hyped. And then I forget which outlet it was. It was probably like GameSpot or Game Trailers at the time. Rest in peace.
Okay, Trails is gone.
Yeah, you know that?
Nope.
That shit been gone for like 2 years now, I think.
Oh well, dang. So I'm still watching them.
So, anyway, somebody dropped like an hour's worth of gameplay for Halo Reach, and I made the mistake of actually watching that shit like a fucking idiot. And I watched it, and I think Reach was coming out maybe like a couple days. Went and copped it, popped it in. I started with that same gameplay that they showed on the out on the website, and I was literally going through that whole segment, just like, all right, okay, I remember seeing this, I remember seeing that, and it kind of ruined the whole experience for me. So ever since then, and that was back in 2010. So ever since then, I've made the conscious effort of not watching any. If I know for sure I'm going to get a game, I don't watch any. I go in like media blackout pretty much. And
Yeah, it's kind of how you do it for movies too.
Yeah, because you just want to, you know, you want to go in there and you want to be surprised. And same thing with when God of War came out. That was a big thing where I didn't watch anything with that. So and it paid off because there was a lot of pleasant surprises in there.
Yeah,
You know, so
but God of War's kind of different though, cause like you'll still see gameplay. Like, okay, this is dope, and then even from the gameplay that they showed, it was different overall from the resulting game, because definitely they left a lot of stuff out, and from the gameplay that we did saw that PlayStation Underground did, than from what they had in the real game. So
yeah. So I think we're pretty much we're sold on Anthem. I don't think we need to see any more. We're just waiting until February for that when that comes out. The next thing, so what's the rest of this year looking like in terms of conventions? So we have Gamescom, Comic Con is next week.
is it for sure next week? I can't
Is it
remember.
next week? It's coming up soon. Evo is going to be first week of August. PlayStation Experience, Tokyo Game Show. So there's still some opportunities for the rest of the year to have some, you know, secret announcements or, you know, any upcoming games that we didn't see at E3. Maybe we'll get some shine at some of these remaining conventions. But I think the main thing that we want to talk about is PlayStation Experience. What do you think? What do you think PlayStation is going to show at this year's PlayStation Experience?
Probably more of Last of Us.
Oh man, I don't want to see. I don't need to see that.
Uh-huh.
They did show.
Maybe some. Yeah, it is this week coming up, the 19th through 22nd for
What's
Comic Con.
Dawn of Dead. Dawn.
Oh, you talking about Daybreak? Not Daybreak. Days Gone.
Days Gone. Yeah.
They'll probably show more of that too. They'll probably show more of Death Stranding, one of the two, whatever it's called.
What do you think about that game?
I don't understand the whole premise behind the game.
Yeah.
So until I understand what the premise is and what's going on, then I can't understand why am I playing this game.
Yeah.
Like that's like you about to go in a battle. Oh, why we fighting? It was like not knowing who you fighting.
Yeah.
Or who your enemy is. So like yeah, I just gotta know what all what's going on with that game. Until then, I can still see more gameplay, and if I could put pieces together, then maybe. But for right now, nah.
Yeah.
It does look dope though.
I definitely want to. I don't know. I think when is Days Gone supposed to come out? 'Cause I feel like
Next year, like March.
March.
or
Okay.
April, something like that.
Yeah, I think that game. I think because they did like a whole like media drop. I want to say okay, so the initial release date February 22nd, 2019 for Days Gone. Earlier this year,
It's the
maybe
same
like a
time.
couple months ago, they did a whole media drop with game. I think it was Game Informer.
Mm-hmm.
So they showed a bunch of different gameplay and things of that sort. I don't know. I'm like whatever on that game. When they first showed it, it was like it was crazy because they just had these swarms of zombies and he was just like had this machine gun. It was just like lighting them up and it was like tense. And then as you see the game now, it just kind of looks like a broke man's Last of Us or something.
Not really. I would say is if you saw like they had this one gameplay where it was like a horde mode, I guess, but it was part of a mission, I
Mm-hmm.
think. And so like you had to kill 300 or 500 zombies to win. And so like he was like throwing stuff, throwing like canisters
Mm-hmm.
to blow them up and catch them on fire, and so it actually looked pretty fun. Um, but it doesn't look like a Last of Us. Last of Us looks more. It's more like an Uncharted game than anything. Days Gone looks more like a GTA with zombies or
So
Red Dead
it's an open
Redemption.
world.
Yeah, I think it's open world.
Uh, Another open world game. Yeah, I mean, when they first showed it seemed like it was in the same kind of vein as The Last of Us in some ways.
I mean, look at because the style of art, but
Yeah,
it's not. No, it's nothing like The Last of Us,
yeah. So, um,
in my opinion.
I'm I'm kind of lukewarm on that. I think I don't think they need to show anymore that game at PlayStation Experience. Um, what else would you like to see at PlayStation Experience?
Um, I would like to see. I'm not sure.
What
I'm not particularly sure.
Cause like what were some of the things that was missing at E3?
I would like to see like more PlayStation exclusive games.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Probably like if they brought back like Jack and Daxter stuff like that, like those
Sounds
type of games. If they brought those back and they were just saving it from E3 to PlayStation Experience,
Mm-hmm.
um, or more indie style type games that made for PlayStation. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't know. I think maybe something like an announcement like PlayStation All Stars 2. I think that would be cool.
it probably another year or two for that.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, I don't know. There's no new hardware coming out anytime soon. It'll be interesting to see what they have up their sleeve. I gotta think about it a little bit more.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I just looking for a good surprise. Whatever.
well, I would say also Death Stranding. I want to see some more of that, some actual gameplay,
Yeah,
like what the gameplay loop is. Because
yeah.
at this point, all it was just a fucking extended movie or something. So or extended cutscene. So yeah, just seeing that. Then I just remembered the game show awards. They also announced a lot
Oh,
of
Video
stuff.
Game Awards.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's another one where we can see a lot of different announcements
Mhm.
for next year. So we still got some time. One of the other speculations was Mortal Kombat 11. We might see that. We might see it at Evo. They might drop it there. They may drop some more characters for Dragon Ball or Street Fighter. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Any other like conventions that you're looking forward to for the rest of the year? Any
Not really.
announcements?
Not really. Uh, it's almost by the time September rolls around, September, October, all the cons are kind of diving down.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sorry for BlurCon.
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about BlurCon in a second.
Yeah.
So cool, man. So that's gonna conclude our segment on just kind of catching up with what's going on in the gaming world right now. There's not a whole lot. Summertime for gaming is always slow because people aren't. I don't know why, because I feel like people are playing games during the summer. It's like it's a perfect opportunity to drop something, in June or July. Especially July.
True.
July is like in the middle. It's literally the middle part of the year. It's far removed from E3, far removed from any other it has like its own space, and you're not competing with like the summer blockbusters. Like that shit don't really matter. People still gonna play games. So I'm not sure why a lot of companies don't drop.
I think they probably done the statistics and they were like, summer.
People
It's not
vacation.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really
It's not
a hot
optimal
time. That's why most of the games are done in fall or early in the year because Christmas time and all this stuff. So, they got us down to the science. It's like what, a $12 billion, $100 billion industry or something like that. So, I think they found out what they're doing. So
Cool. Cool. So we're gonna go into our next segment. Next segment is we're playing around with different names for it, but right now it's basically we're as gamers we all have backlogs. There's games that we want to play. There's games that we just haven't spent a lot of time playing. So going back and trying to clean up your backlog. So we're gonna right now the working title is called backlog. It's backlog gaming or whatever. We'll figure it out. Once we have a dope name, we'll be like, yo, here's our new our name for our segment. But right now, one of the games that I was looking forward to for a long time was Quantum Break, and this was released back in 2016. It was made by Remedy. Remedy is the people that made Max Payne back in the day, made Alan Wake. So they have all of those games I was big fans of, especially Max Payne 1 and 2. So Quantum Break was their Xbox One exclusive. Basically, it's supposed to be like a mix between the game and a TV show, and so you'll see a lot of these little like tie-ins to like an actual real world. You'll see actors and actual like footage. But the game itself is pretty fun. I think I'm towards the end of the game. I hope.
he said he hopes.
That
means he's not.
It's kind of ran its course, but I think let's see. Yeah, so it's just it's a pretty good game. It has some really cool moments. The action in here is pretty fun. The controls are a bit weird. Your character is he kind of feels like a tank on ice. It feels really weird.
Clunky.
So I can't even. I'm not even really gonna go over the story. Basically, these people got like time powers and blah blah blah, and they're trying to replicate it and blah 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 blah. And now we're trying to save the world.
That's a terrible like synopsis of the game.
Hey, that's how in my mind that's how it is. It's I took like it was literally 2 years since I played it for the first time, and so jumping back and I was just like okay, I'll just go along with it.
Well, they're not mind readers, so
You said what?
they're not mind readers.
You guys will look it up. Look up the story. I'm just here to show you the gameplay. Alright, so I'll take a crack at it. So this guy, these two guys have powers, time powers that you gather from this device.
Let's just go to the future and fix it.
And the other guy that has the powers is the bad guy, and he started a company that is trying to basically create an army of people that can, manipulate time and things of that sort. And then he messes up, of course. You never, in every story, whenever you're trying to replicate powers, never goes well. So there's like a time, what do you call it? I forget the term that they use, but basically time like fucks up. And so you'll see at times in this game
Time
where,
distortion.
yeah, you'll see things like kind of repeating, and so hopefully we get to a really cool part in the game where we can show you that, because I think that's probably some of that's where the game really shines in terms of like the aesthetic and some of the effects. But that's pretty much that. I honestly don't know exactly what everything is, what all is going on, but we'll figure out together. So Will is my brother who I went back in time and saved.
there.
He got shot. So we came back in time, and now we're trying to figure out how to stop the main guy.
Damn, rusted shut. Jack,
But yeah,
a
it's
hand?
a fun game. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Remedy, and I'm trying to get prepared for their new game, Control, which looks fucking amazing.
When Mara
So,
came for the
I
time,
like what they did with the characters because they're all based off of actual actors.
Exactly. And you'll see a few familiar faces in here.
Somehow he found my machine there. And
But
it's coming
that's the
back
thing.
now.
They really tried to make this
And Sam and
into like a series,
he escaped
and I
from
think
Mara.
they
became
spent
what
so
he
much
is.
money in trying to get these actors and talent that they forgot that this is a video game. And crazy thing about it, there's no melee in here. The melee is tied into your one of your powers, and I'll show you that once we get to a fighting scene.
I mean, that kind of makes sense though if he's not really a melee expert. It ties in with
He
this.
can punch somebody.
You can punch somebody, but like if you're doing kicks and punches,
No, I'm not asking for him to be a
Just the
martial
way I
artist, but like, you can
Still works.
pistol whip somebody,
okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
or like, if you have a rifle, you can,
We'll go to the future.
like
Little after your
just
time at the
at
park.
least like push him back.
Fracture to stop time.
You can push him back, yeah. Because I'm about to say you trying to
A little concerned about
like
this.
do moves where. Oh wait, is that?
Of course, it'd be dangerous. At this point,
Oh,
what
is that? Wait, is that mirror?
I have to be curious.
No, so this is like this little device that.
But you see how the
Yeah,
ooh, distorted.
yeah. So this
That's
is,
what I thought. Yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
so that's the time machine.
So this is what it looks like.
but there's a what I also like about it is what they were trying to do is trying to make it,
Jack,
like you said, it was a it's a movie series with video game aspects of it,
that's our window.
and it ties into a movie, so you can kind of manipulate what goes on a little bit.
May not be much of a
Yeah.
win.
And
Mom
really,
was sure
that's,
it was imminent.
I think,
And you remember there was another game that was like that
They kind of are.
called Defiance. You remember that?
yeah,
It was a
Defiance.
sci-fi.
That's a it was a show, but you could play the game, and what you do in the game
All right, well,
can manipulate what happens in the show too a little bit.
Yeah.
But
All those years.
it went hand in hand with the storyline. So like, they would have the game.
Okay, now we get to some fight.
So we had the game. Oh, you get fucked up. Dang, you got shot up.
All right, so you got different powers. Let me.
Yeah, we'll come back to what I was saying later, because looking at it, it's actually pretty dope.
So you got different powers. I have this little. See, that's your melee. Basically, I can like zoom up to, your enemies.
What happened to him?
Oh, so these guys, they have special suits that they have. They have some special abilities where they can dodge and zoom to different spots. So I can't use my. So that's like a little. They call it a time burst or something like that. So now this dude
Stuck.
is literally up in the air. So that's another cool thing about it. Is like when you kill when the time is like fucking up and you kill your enemies, like they get stuck in time, like for the time that they die. And these little suits give them, when they're alive, they give them the basically immunity for all of this shit that's going on around you. So if y'all was just a regular person, you'll get stuck. Like when like one of the levels, we were at like this little party, and everybody was stuck in time because they didn't have like a special suit. But then we were like fighting around them with these guys that had those
Yellow suits.
Yeah, and the company is called Monarch.
Huh? And it has a little butterfly like Adventure Brothers.
Exactly. So it's pretty cool.
So like him. So he's stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck because he doesn't have. But if he can touch. And here's the bad guy. Yeah, you'll understand. You'll recognize his face.
this is bigger than the two of us.
Especially if you watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, any Game of Thrones fans, any The Wire fans.
A bunch of desperate people sitting around in a bunker somewhere waiting for the inevitable? Jesus, Paul.
You stole the CFR.
Like I was saying earlier with Defiance,
And the plan depends on it.
that was kind of the wave that they were trying to get picked up, was you can manipulate shows based on how you play, which is which is a pretty dope concept, but it didn't really pick up,
Yeah.
unfortunately, because people weren't really playing it. I think it was like, if Defiance was free and then they made it, you had to pay $60 or something. So, especially on PlayStation, which I didn't like. So that's why I was like,
Another weird thing about this game is that it does auto cover. So I'm not. So whenever you go behind, so if I go behind a wall here, or actually if I go behind like a wall right, or like these, anything that I can duck under, it'll automatically like do it for me. What?
"Huh,
What killed me?
you got shot."
So there's just a bunch of weird mechanics in this game, but I do like the powers that he has. I'll do a better job of going over it in a second, so I figure out my bearings. So this,
You know, this game also remind me of is Stranglehold.
what, this is
Stronghold. with Chow Yun Fat. So that was actually based off a movie, where I think it was based off a movie. Yeah, it was based off a movie. And so what happens is in the movie he's like a mercenary or whatever, and he does a lot of you about to die again, bro. He can do martial arts, but also has like dual wield guns and shit. It's actually pretty dope. Yeah, it was a Xbox game. It was I think it was Xbox 360.
Okay, so that dude he's shooting his,
But he didn't have powers or anything. But
so we're just gonna I'm gonna try to beat this level, and then we'll move on to was it God of War? Or did you want to jump into the versus part?
I thought we were gonna do verses on like another night where it's just we do straight verses.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that's what we're gonna like just talk about news and stuff, and then like on another time we just do like verses and whatever, just to keep it.
keep it condensed.
Yeah. Getting shot up. That's what you getting shot up by. That dude on the left, right there in the middle.
See, I can't use no power though. So they move.
Shouldn't you get like
Oh, okay, so that. So something with that red outline. Yeah.
messed up with your powers?
Yeah.
Switch to your other gun. There you go.
Feet serene.
You can't leap over nothing?
Okay. Nah, see, that's another thing. I can't, like, vault and shit. Oh, it's so fucking weird. I had to start all that. Start all
Yeah,
the
let's
way.
call it Stranglehold. Okay, so it was a PlayStation 3 game too. It was with oh my gosh, it looks terrible now.
Yeah, some games just do not age well.
But yeah, you had like Bullet Time and stuff like that. That's when Bullet Time was huge.
Remember Dead to Rights?
Yep, I used to love that game. 2 was my favorite with the dog. You can have the dog just attack people. But the bullets are terrible in this game.
Dog, I'm telling you, the gunplay is weird.
I'm talking about like the shooting, like
Yeah, it's
the bullets don't. Like, they don't.
it's not impactful.
No, you just don't like they like askew a lot.
It's not accurate.
No, I mean I can understand it going different. Like it's not gonna be straight the whole time, but like, but damn, like it's.
Yeah, man, it is a very odd game.
I wonder if that red is their powers being used on you.
it's like he basically. It seems like he like shoots like an energy blast, and then that red outline is the radius. So we stay on the outside. No, don't climb. Climb is slow as shit.
That's funny. I'm surprised they didn't have no vault or anything in this game.
No, I'm telling you, man. I don't know what the.
You remember that game? What was that game called? It was a multiplayer game, but it had like auto vault.
Oh, Breach.
Breach? No, was it Breach? It was a. Remember, it was
Mirror's
like.
Edge?
No, it wasn't Mirror's Edge. It was a first-person shooter, and it had vaults. Like you could vault over stuff. And remember, it came out. You had to. It was like a fortress type game.
This was. What? You gotta give me a platform.
It was on PlayStation, and boy,
Now I have a little
Shield.
Oh, I hate these. Oh. If he could do that. No. And then another thing, I can't shoot from.
That's funny.
I
Oh, you can't?
I can't. I have to. Dog,
This
I'm
game's
telling
screwed
you.
up, dog.
I'm telling
That's
you.
funny. What was it called? Break.
A minute ago. Okay.
What was that game called?
What did you say the mechanic?
So like you can run up walls, auto vault, and like you can run up walls and jump off of walls and shoot down on people. It was like you had two factions. You had like the rebels, and you had like the government type. And you were on like an island. It was basically like the world got too populated, and so
You trying to go Breach?
what? You said breach?
Oh, Brink?
Brink. That's what it is. That's what it was.
We solved the people.
Yep, that's what Brink. Yeah, that's what it is. That game was fun, but it lost stand. It lost.
Yeah,
It died hard. I'm like, yo, this game was fun.
because I remember everybody was playing that.
2011. That's what it was. But you know what? You know what it was? It was clunky.
Yeah.
The online aspect was clunky, and it kept lagging out too much, and people stopped playing it because of that reason.
Yeah, because who was it made by? It was made by.
Bethesda. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Or Splash, but it was published by Bethesda.
Yeah, that was Bethesda. They should bring it back. They should try again.
Oh, Brick is free on Steam.
Let's just do that.
There it is.
Let's see what happens. First, the epic flash.
That was a weird way to punch somebody.
I know, right?
And you would recognize the main character on show on Sci-Fi. What's the show on Sci-Fi?
That was very anticlimactic. That is more powerful than that. Damn, he busted his head open. Look at that.
He just frozen too.
Yeah.
Killjoys.
Killjoy.
Yeah. He's on Killjoys with my girl. What's her name? Hannah John Common. Yeah, I'll find it. I'm with her.
Never mind.
I mean, yeah.
Tell me later.
I have a strange feeling that she's not over it.
Oh, she's only 20. Anyway, but yeah, Aaron Ashmore, that's his name.
It's designed to hypersaturate.
He put on something else too. He put on another movie on another show.
Look at this fool. This shit.
Huh, but the game's not over.
I'll take your word for it.
Bam, bam, bam.
Jack, give me a hand with this.
Alright, let's see what happens here, and then we're gonna
The countermeasures charge is low.
Oh,
it
she
a-
was on Ready Player One.
A jump start.
You wanna call it a night? Call it a recording after this?
Yeah, so definitely check. If you didn't catch the stream tonight, that's fine. Catch the premiere on our on the same channel on Twitch on Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, and 6 o'clock Pacific.
No.
5 o'clock Pacific.
Do
And
math.
definitely, I know, right? Go to school. And also, you'll catch on YouTube too. At the same time, 8 p.m. Monday. And yeah, follow us, subscribe. Subscribe on Twitch. Subscribe us on YouTube.
The countermeasure.
And keep looking out for more content from us.
Lives we lost for real. But we fixed it.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else? Any closing?
No, definitely follow us, Blurred Dimension,
I think we just saved the
on
universe.
all of
On Facebook.
social media outlets. Instagram coming soon.
God, I don't know. It
We ain't
doesn't-
have no Snapchat. I don't care what nobody say. We ain't have no Snapchat.
We're
And we're gonna be on
I think we're a
Twitter
little
soon.
too old for
Well.
Snapchat.
Snapchat's stupid.
The
Anyway.
countermeasure worked.
That's another discussion. But yeah, make sure you follow us.
On
next-
Facebook, we got a
Yeah.
Facebook page. You can definitely go on there and we post of when episodes are up and stuff like that. Definitely check us out then. And BlurCon. I'll be at BlurCon this year in July
27th through the 29th.
29th. Yeah, so
We'll be posting some information on that on our page. I won't be in attendance. JK will be holding it down. But it's going to be July 27th through the 29th at the Crystal City Hyatt Regency. I think that's the name.
yeah, and definitely probably go around this spot and you'll see had an episode on that.
One more question.
Wildlife, stuff like that.
Paul Serene's entire
And
philosophy
yeah, so
is that time is a set path.
Cool.
thanks for hanging with us, and you can X out the portal. I'm
At
just
the
joking.
time, you obviously
Um,
disagreed.
We'll catch y'all next time
Peace.
That's
at the Blurred
shit
Dimension.
you've seen and done.
Peace.